right, so here's the former University of Missouri wrestler, one Tyron Woodley. First realized the UFC belt back in 2016, and this is a guy who poses a lot of different threats for this UFC welterweight division.
He's a problem. He's a guy that's very tough to prepare for because he has a great wrestling background, but he has this athleticism and this ability to put your lights out with that big right hand that you cannot even focus too much on stopping takedowns. Tyron Woodley is truly one of the best welterweights in the world and one of the best fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Two-time NCAA Division I All-American back in 2003 and 2005, and he certainly carved out a nice niche in MMA. Tyron Woodley ready to add to his legacy here tonight. Well, you can argue he's one of the best boxers in the UFC, even though he fancies himself a well-rounded mixed martial artist, but always changing up the location of his strikes, the tempo. This guy is a well-versed, world-class striker.
Yeah, he's a world-class striker, and we always have a lot of fun on our shows about the best boxer in the UFC. Start talking Holloway, Masvidal, Blachowicz. This guy is along the lines of that in regards to how he implements that skill inside the octagon. He goes out there, fights behind a beautiful jab, and he sets everything up perfectly with the hands, and that is why we see him securing so many knockouts inside the UFC's octagon.
Yeah, had a lot of knockouts as an amateur, not just in MMA, but in boxing as well, and just wearing those tiny 4-ounce gloves here tonight. We'll see if he can add to that total. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Tyron, the Chosen One, Woodley. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Korean Superboy,
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go with the start of round 1. And it's hard to believe that Tyron Woodley is still going at this rate at this stage of his career. There are a lot of athletes after becoming the world champion can't get back to that elite level. There were a lot of naysayers surrounding Tyron Woodley in his last fight. But man, did he pass that test with flying colors. And he believes tonight that it might be a case of sprawl and brawl. He believes his power is going to rule the day. Maybe stuff a few takedowns early, get that power to produce a knockout victory. Joy getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Side control now. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by the Chosen One. Another ground and pound strike lands. unusual, suffocating work from the top here by Wood. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Great shot from the top position.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Well, T. Wood's been waiting for an opportunity to set up that right hand and set it up beautifully there.
A-plus athlete is Tyron Woodley. He can explode into you at such a high pace that before you can respond, you could be staring up at the light.
2 minutes remain in the round.
They're so evenly matched, they're going tit for tat.
So as we pull up some numbers here for you, 29 total strikes have landed for Tyron Woodley.
He gets a single collar guy. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand. Lands that beautiful jab.
Misses with the left hook. Keeping busy now, connecting with those punches. Trying to land the elbow there to no avail.
Trading big shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing. Big punch lands through the middle.
1 minute to go in the round. Beautiful uppercut there.
4 strikes to the head.
Oh, nice job defensively there to get the guard up. Shot is blocked by Wood. Straight right is there. Going to the body now with that hook. Well placed there by the Korean Superboy. Oh, that right eye's looking really swollen now. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. 15 seconds remain in the round. Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Second round, straight ahead. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Got to think he'll pick up where he left off.
All about the money. Greenback, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point, it was accurate, and it was every time he let loose, he was able to land to great effect.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Good punch lands.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
Punch got blocked there.
Oh, big head kick there. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now. He's starting to show itself.
Oh, big Superman punch there. All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Man, that's a stinging jab. You can tell he's been boxing his whole life.
Yeah, and I mean, it's popping over and over. He's throwing it, and he's a boxer, so he throws it from a little bit of a different stance. So it's not something the MMA fighter is used to seeing. Beautiful block there.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Well, it looks like Woodley's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Can't take many of those, better checks.
Nice close and land there by Tyron Woodley. He's such a good athlete, DC, that even when you don't think he's in striking range, he absolutely is. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this fight.
Yeah, both guys have been effective. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, high amplitude head kick. 90 seconds to go in the round. Oh, he gets tagged there. Nice combination to the head. Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Unable to land with that punch. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
To the body and it lands. Woodley's tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? Oh, straight punch, it's there again. 30 seconds to go now. Whiffs on the elbow. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Beautiful kick lands.
Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That could affect the judging. Choi's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Third round underway. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. pulling towards the left now. Woodley's eye now closing up. Oh, beautiful job to get the kick home to the body. Oh, nice jab to the head there by Choi. And he is staying committed to that jab. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut. Great job getting that kick home. Nice body kick.
All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Well, he misses with the left punch there. Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now. Well, you know, Rogan's pissed he missed this one. We are witnessing an instant classic. Back and forth we go. Both fighters have been on the cusp of being finished, and both have exuded a ton of heart.
Yeah, they both show heart, courage, ability, technical skills. I can't really tell you how these two are still in the fight with the damage that they both are exhibiting on their face.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
It's another one of those ones where you might think about stopping it.
Oh, yeah, we got blood all over the broadcast table.
It's legit everywhere. It's all over it.
Choi's pass attempt denied. That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Oh, he got to the spot.
Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground, continuing to target that cut. Good work from the top here by Choi. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there. But fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Well, it looks like Woodley's been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just big shot on the feet. Fighter trying to pass here. Ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job. Great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC.
Let's work, guys. Come on.
So smart to continue to go to that area of the face that's all swollen. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Back to his feet. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent.
Another one. He's hurt bad.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Well, looks like Woodley's really bleeding now. That cut is only getting worse.
Oh!
That'll do it! Do-Ho Choi with a massive highlight at the Garden.
Yo, wow! That was nasty!
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 49 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Superboy, Do-Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Do-Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy to think this guy is just getting started, maybe a few years removed from his fighting prime,